Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, have you ever wondered what you would do with 10,000 Rand? Well, hopefully that dream is about to come true for one young chef, all thanks to Excella Young Chefs competition. Although this isn't made in under 15 minutes, our first contestant whips up a delicious stovetop chicken biryani. Let's take a look. We've recently invited newly qualified chefs to enter the Excella Young Chef competition. We have our 4 finalists who will have the opportunity to prepare their signature dishes in just 1 hour over the next 4 weeks. Our judges will then select their top 2 finalists who will go head-to-head for the grand prize of 10,000 Rand in cash. Today, I'm happy to introduce our first contestant, Noland Adimulam, a young chef from Pietermaritzburg who will be preparing his signature chicken biryani. But first, let's find out more about him.
I'm Noland Adimulam from Pietermaritzburg and I'm 21 years old. I studied medicine for about 2 years and thereafter I realized my passion for cooking because I used to cook family meal for all of my students and all my res mates. So when they said, no, you really can cook, my new passion awoke. And I said, okay, I am changing my career path, and I went to Jackie Cameron. I decided to enter this competition because I know I have what it takes to win the competition, first of all. I always wanted to be on TV, and when I saw that it was Afternoon Express, I was ecstatic because I always watched Afternoon Express and I love seeing Palesa and Chef Tumi on TV, so I always wanted to meet them as well.
That was so incredibly sweet, but I hope that your cooking will be even sweeter. Are you ready?
I'm ready, I'm steady, and let's go.
Good to go. Well, your 1 hour starts now. Take it away.
I've put my rice on to boil because I want that to cook in time. An hour to cook biryani seems a bit insane, but I'm going to do it, and this is my version, so easy, quick, and we're going to do it. So I've used bay leaves and cinnamon in my Excella rice because I want to enhance the flavor that Excella rice already does have, and it's just going to bring it so much more deliciousness to the plate. We love cooking on the fire at home, and my dad is the best biryani cook. We actually travel even to Durban to cook biryani for his cousins and family in Durban, and I would like to give him an award actually for biryani because no one has beat his biryani so far. So this masala is from home. It's a mix of Kashmiri chili powder, chicken tikka masala, and coriander powder and cumin powder. I'm going to add some turmeric. So even though my dad is the best biryani cook, I grew up in the kitchen with my gran and learning how to cook all the best curries and biryanis and all the tasty eats like bhaja.
Now, Noland, it seems as if you're quite far in your presentation of your signature dish. This is me telling you you are 15 minutes into your challenge, meaning you've got 45 more minutes to go. But I'm already picking up some differences in biryani wako. What makes yours so special?
Normally you would cook the biryani, like I said, in the oven. But mine, I'm cooking my rice first, and then once that's parboiled and almost cooked, I'm going to add it into my chicken mix so that it can absorb all the flavors and all that spices.
To accompany the heat coming from the chicken biryani, our young chef has decided to accompany it with a raita. He's chopping up his herbs, cucumber, that's all going to go into that beautiful dairy dish. Noland has mentioned that he's going to be browning his onion rings first and then adding them to the top of his chicken biryani. I'm very obsessed with this tip because it essentially elevates the flavors of the biryani, adding a certain sweetness.
So I'm going to add in my rice into my biryani. It's just been strained, and I'm just going to add it in slowly and then give it a good mix, and then I'm going to let it steam when I close the lid.
As Noland mixes up all of his ingredients, the chicken biryani is slowly coming together. It's time to plate, and you know what they say, you first eat with your eyes before your mouth, and hopefully this looks good. Just like that, with 2 minutes on the clock to spare, you're finished. How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel so much better now, but I'm so glad everything went to plan, Pali.
I can't wait for the judges to have a taste of this
I can't wait either.
and be giving their critiques on what they think of Chef Nolan's cooking.
I hope it knocks their socks off, honestly. Wow, it was a marvelous experience, and I will take this with me forward wherever I go. When people see me in any shop, they'll say, "Oh, you were on Afternoon Express," and I say, "Yes, that's me." I'm 150% sure, and I'm very, very confident that I will be in the semi-finals.
Nolan's apron is down and it's time for the judging. But before we get into the critique of the food, let's meet our judges. We've got the Afternoon Express producer and TV chef, Anal Potgieter. Are you excited to taste
I'm
Nolan's food?
super excited. I love biryani and I love spices.
Dumi, as the Afternoon Express resident chef, foodie, award-winning chef of all things Rising Star, do you think we've got a Rising Star, Nolan?
I definitely do, Balasa. When I was looking at him cooking, he had the confidence. I think we now have to prove the pudding, as we always say.
Yep, the proof is in the pudding, so let's get eating.
There's a little party in my mouth at the moment with all these ingredients, and I feel that heat of the chili. It's just coming back slowly, 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 and the raita is cooling it down.
All the spices he promised are definitely there. There is that heat that hits you just a little, it's not too much, but it is there. And for someone like myself who doesn't like food that's too spicy or too hot, this is actually quite great because then I can actually still enjoy the biryani without feeling like it's overwhelming.
How's the raita balancing out those flavors?
It's beautiful. The raita is there to cool everything down, and there's mint in the raita, and that is coming through that beautiful mint flavor. I really enjoy it. I don't know if he tasted the dish afterwards, because I think it says a bit of seasoning, that I need here.
I agree with that as well, and I guess because of the step that was removed in terms of doing it in the oven with the rice being able to be fluffy, it's a little more stewy, if I was to put it that way. But the flavors are there, and I think that's the most important part, because this is a makeshift one, but the flavors are definitely there.
All the best to Nolan as we do continue this competition. Being first up is never easy. What an exciting way to kick off the Excella Young Chef competition. Now, if you want the details and the recipe list to Nolan's incredible chicken biryani, please do head over to www.afternoonexpress.co.za and you can dig into this amazing food.